Hi guys,
Hey Summers.
welcome to Make 2 and this walkthrough of a house I designed in my town of Sims Peaks. It's by the bridge to the Mystery Island. It's right on the corner here. And let's take a look. So this is a really long, pretty narrow house on a premium lot. And it's based on the plans that Steve Jobs, the late Steve Jobs, the co-founder of Apple, the guy behind the iPad and iPhone, designed for his family home. He never got to live in it, but these are the plans, and I think the home's now completed. Now, in your town of Sims Landing, you've also got a version of the Steve Jobs house.
Yep, and we've done a video of it as well that's on our channel.
Yeah. I have stuck more completely to the original design from the plans that you can find online. Not completely, because you can't within Sims, but this is slightly closer and taking less liberties. Probably means it's a bit more tricky to live in, but it is true at least to the design. So you can compare, contrast the two and see what you think. So here's the entranceway. Just a small little vestibule with a powder room, very minimalist, to one side. That takes through to the pretty big living room, huge windows where you can see the sea out of if you get the angle right. Just a really big dining table, a stereo because Steve Jobs loved music, and here we have the big seating area where Steve Jobs and his best friend, Sir Johnny Ive, are watching movies together.
I really like the big white couch. It's very social, the way that it's shaped like that.
Yeah, these U-shaped couches are really nice, and I think this is the biggest one you can get. And I know in your house you've got this slightly different shape in tan, which is a nicer colour, but white I just thought would go better with Steve Jobs' likely aesthetic.
Yeah, it's probably more his style.
Yeah, and we move from there into the bedroom. Just quite simple, a bed and two bedside tables. Off that, there's a walk-in closet with two big wardrobes. And then the master bathroom here, with just a single shower and a bath and a double sink for Steve and Johnny. The only other thing to mention here is that the wallpaper, this kind of white crisscross pattern, is the same throughout the entire property, as is the floors, because, I don't know, it's just my guess at how I think Steve Jobs would have done it. If he'd found something he liked, he would have just had everything exactly the same.
Yeah, that makes sense. I really like all the windows, by the way. That's really nice to have these big social point windows.
Yeah, kind of as big as you can get. Everywhere you can have a window.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is a really big room. Yeah, I think in the actual design, all of this, including the dining room and living room, is one big room, but this is a big kitchen. It's a bit limited because in the actual design there is this island in the middle, and also then this U shape of counters that you can walk all the way around. So that did mean it couldn't be so huge, and I didn't want to have it. You can't have any wall units because it only all has to be half height. So it looks a little bit funny, but again, I just wanted to stay true to the design. And this area here just has some chairs to be like a little breakfast area.
And you've got the fridge, like the back of the fridge will be exposed, huh?
I know, like what, yeah. But again, I wanted to keep to the original shape, even if this was a sacrifice, yeah, I admit. From here you get this is sort of the guest and children's quarters, so this is where, I think there are actually 4 bedrooms along this corridor in the actual house, and I could only fit 3 on. This is a space for his kids and guests. It's just a long corridor with just some sofas at either end and a nice table. And 3 almost identical bedrooms. The beds are just oriented a bit differently, but they're all basically spec'd exactly the same otherwise. And finally, here is the guest or second bathroom. As we have talked about on your video too, it's really hard because there's a communal sink area, wash area, but then separate places for the bath, shower, and toilet. So in real life, these would have some kind of partition, but we couldn't have that. So I've just gone for quite a compact setup, and we'll just assume there's some partition between these wash basins and the toilets on either side.
Yeah, I guess one way to do it is to make 3 very small rooms
yeah.
that are each 3 by 3 blocks.
Yeah, then you're sort of taking up, this takes up 6
Yeah.
by 3, and that would be 9 by 3, so it would be quite a lot bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the shape of the house. Master suite, big communal living area, and then guest quarters over here. It's not a bad design. It sort of separates the bedrooms quite nicely. The only thing to mention on the outside, I just put a little pool out here, just for getting exercise in. And that's it, that's the house. That's my Steve Jobs tribute house.
We'd love to know what you guys think in the comments, or give us a thumbs up as well.
Yeah, and if you'd like to stay up to date with what's coming next on our channel, please subscribe.
And if you'd like to visit this house or my town, Sims Landing, then you need to become neighbors on Facebook. And the information for that is in the video description below. Just click on show more if you can't see it, or check our channel description.
Thanks for watching.